What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another Dragon Ball Super video. Today is day 5 since Bandai has started its reveals for Set 9 Universal Onslaught. We've already seen plenty of red, blue, and red-blue cards from the set, and now Bandai has revealed the full list, minus, of course, SPRs and secret rares, stuff like that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the first half of Set 9. Let's check this shit out. So the first new card is Meta Cooler Metallic Genesis. He's a 3-cost, 15,000 power. His auto says, when this card attacks, choose up to one Frieza Clan card with an energy cost of 2 or less from your drop area, and play it with its skills negated for the duration of the turn. Not a terrible ability. Obviously, it's geared towards the Meta Cooler cards. But, I mean, it's only one red specified energy, so it's easy to play with the combination of the yellow cards in the deck. But you're going to bring out a 2-drop. It's going to be Frieza Clan, more than likely going to be Metacooler. So what Metacooler card are you really bringing out with this card? Now, it's cool that it's when it attacks. So you're getting a free Metacooler every turn. On top of the free Metacooler you already get when you play the deck. So you can easily overwhelm your opponent with a ridiculous amount of battle cards. So, I do like this card. It's pretty cool, and I'm happy to see that we got some more Metacooler support. Then we have Chilled, Pirate's Bounty. He's a 2-cost, 15,000. His permanent says if your leader card is red, this card gains critical and can't be attacked by your opponent's cards. That's pretty cool, because it means he's unkillable in battle. So, your opponent's going to have to get rid of him via abilities and extra cards. His auto says if you have blue energy, when this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, choose up to one of your energy and switch to active mode. So, and it doesn't even say you have to switch a blue energy. It just says you have to have a blue energy, but you don't have to switch a blue. So you can switch a red, whatever color you want to. This is a really cool card, and for him being 2-drop 15k with crit, it's a really, really cool card, especially for Frieza's army stuff. Especially for Frieza Clan cards. Then we have Son Gohan, Swift Reinforcement. He's a 4-cost, 20,000. His permanent says if you have 4 more extra cards in your drop area, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 3. 1 cost, 20,000 power. His permanent says this card can't attack leader cards. This card can attack battle cards in active mode. 1 cost, 20k. They can attack battle cards in active mode. That's not bad at all. He can't attack the leader, but he doesn't have crit or double strike, so you don't really care about that. But having a 1-drop 20k enforcer that can just wreck your opponent's blockers, or their little shits that they plan on using the abilities for, or evolving, or having out for invoker, any of those reasons, this Gohan comes in and just goes swinging. I love this card. He's Universe 7 as well, so that's going to be a really awesome card to be running in a Universe 7 deck. Then we've got Super Saiyan Vegeta, Blast Barrage. He's a 3-cost, 15,000 counter attack. Negate the attack and play this card. His permanent says if you have 4 more extra cards in your drop area and it's your opponent's turn, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2. So 1-cost counter attack. His auto says if it's your opponent's turn, when you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards. It gets minus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So that's not a bad card at all. Another great card for Universe 7. Then we have Tien Shinhan, Spirit Vanisher. He's a 3-cost, 10,000 power. His activate main says choose 2 red and or blue extra cards in your hand and place them in your drop area. Play this card from your hand. When you play this card, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and it gets minus 20,000 power for the duration of the turn. So you get to play him for no energy. He gets to come out and minus 20k to one of your opponent's battle cards. I honestly feel a cooler Universe 7 mashup coming on. It's probably stupid, but it sounds fun. Sounds like we're going to try it. Then we've got Android 17, Spirit Vanisher. He's also a 3-cost, 15k. His activate main says choose 2 red or blue extra cards in your hand, place them in your drop area, play this card from your hand. So, a new Android 17 that we can play for free. His auto says, when this card is KO'd or KOs an opponent's battle card, choose up to one red-blue multicolor extra card in your drop area or warp and add it to your hand. That's not a bad ability either. So he dies, you get an extra card back. He kills something in battle, you get an extra card back. Very, very good way to recycle stuff. I like this card a lot. I I hate that he has absolutely zero synergy with the original Android support, but this card is really cool nonetheless, and honestly seems like a must-have if you're playing the red-blue stuff, whether you're playing Frieza, whether you're playing Cooler, or whether you're playing Universe 7. Then we have Full Power Frost. He's a 3-cost, 30,000 vanilla bitch. We have Chaos Beam Frost. He's a 2-cost, 15,000. His activate main, once per turn, choose one of your opponent's battle cards. He gets minus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. His auto says, when this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, choose up to one Full Power Frost from your deck or hand, play it, then shuffle your deck if you look through it. So, you drop him for 2 energy. Once per turn, you can choose an opponent's battle card and reduce its power. And when he's removed by battle or an opponent's skill, you get to choose a Full Power Frost and play it. So you get out the 30,000 vanilla guy. That's not terrible. I like the synergy there. There's no way to avoid it if they get rid of him. So either once per turn, he's going to keep negging your battle cards, or you're going to get rid of him, and he'll get out the 30,000 beat stick. Honestly, it might just be better to just run this bitch over, or, you know, blow him up in the ability, and then just get rid of the 30 drop. The 30 cost. Get rid of the 3 drop, because he's either going to keep negging your stuff and keep making you mill if the opponent's running the Cooler Leader, for example, or they're going to get out a 30,000 beat stick, but it doesn't do anything, so it's really easy to get rid of that. Then we have Frost Before the Storm. He's a 1-cost, 4,000 power. His activate main, once per turn for 1 red energy, draw 1 card. His auto says, when this card is removed from the battle area by an opponent's skill, choose up to 1 Chaos Beam Frost from your deck or hand, play it, and shuffle your deck if you look through it. So, if this card leaves the board, then you get out the 2-drop. 2-drop gets out the 3-drop. I like the synergy there, but there's really no reason at all your opponent would even try to attack these guys. Like, why attack this guy? Why remove him? Like, there's no reason for it. Although this little Frost engine could be a neat little counter to all of the power reducing abilities that are in set 9. Do I think it's a full counter strategy? Absolutely not. But is it a cool little combo that you could play if your opponent is playing the deck? Sure. I mean, you get out 30,000 beat stick and you're forcing them to go through their cards, so it's not terrible, but it's gimmicky. Then we have a new extra card called Thought I Was Finished. It's a 1-cost red extra card. Activate main says, if your leader card is a Frieza clan, choose one of your opponent's battle cards. It gets minus 15,000 power for the duration of the turn. Ow. And Frieza clan. I like that it's Frieza clan because, well, honestly, you could play this with any Frieza leader. Both the Cooler leaders. You could play it with Chilled if you wanted to. Really dope card. 1 energy to be able to do that. Now, granted, you could use that 1 energy on your opponent's turn. You could play, is that all you got? It's optional. It's options. This being on your turn, is that all you got being on your opponent's turn? So you've got plenty of options, and that's a very nice thing to have in a card game. Then, speaking of options, we have Your Mine. It's a 1-cost counterplay. When the battle card is played, choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards to get minus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. It does not stop the card from coming into play at all. It's not even... I don't even really think it's honestly not really a counterplay. It's more in response to a play. I understand that, you know, why they made it a counterplay ability, but not bad at all. Obviously, very geared towards the Cooler leader. And as far as... I saw some people talking about a buyout for the Gallic Cannon from the draft box or whatever because it was going to be busted with the Cooler leader. But this might actually be a better card than the Gallic Cannon. And this is a common card that should be stupid easy to get within at least 2 booster boxes. Then we have Frieza, Unending Onslaught. He's a 3-cost, 15,000. His activate battle says for 1 blue energy, Choose one red or blue Frieza clan card in your battle area other than Frieza Unending Onslaught and return it to its owner's hand. Play this card from your hand. Choose one card in your hand and place it in your drop area. When you play this card, choose up to one red or blue Frieza clan card in your drop area with energy cost of 5 or less and add it to your hand. Ooh, so you're just gonna add that Invoker Frieza. That's a way to keep him coming back over and over and over again. It's not bad at all. I don't really care for this card just being out, but having a way to play him for a cheaper amount of energy is definitely a plus. Up next, we have Chilled Intergalactic Marauder. He's a 1-cost, 4,000 power. His auto says, when this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, choose up to one Frieza clan card in your hand with energy cost of 3 or less and play it. Now, with the other cards, it's kind of like, well, their abilities aren't really that great to, want to get it off the field. But this card has an Activate Battle. Once per turn for 3 energy, he gets plus 6,000 power for each card in your energy, and triple strike for the duration of the turn. That is going to be insane, because he's already going to get 18,000 the first turn that you can activate that ability, plus the 4,000, so 22 double strike. That's a really weird number, but that's actually kind of insane, and every turn that's going to go up, so 22, 28, 34, you're just going to keep going up and up with that. So this card might actually be a card that you really want to get off the board. The only thing is, I would probably play a Frieza clan 3 or less. I would play the Frieza swap, the 3 drop. It's going to come out, oh, I'm going to neg your dude, I'm going to make you mill some stuff, probably KO your guy, and then I've got free swap material. I've never been a Frieza fan, but the way the Frieza clan stuff looks, it looks like it's going to be really sick to play. Thankfully, we have Cooler, so I can kind of justify it and make myself a little happier playing the support. Then we have Ultra Instinct Son Goku Battle Mastery. I'm not sure why Battle is capitalized there. It does not appear to be on the card, but whatever. He's a 2-cost, 15,000. His auto says, when you play this card from your deck, look up to 3 cards from the top of your... When you play this card from your hand, look up to 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 multicolor extra card among them, add it to your hand, then place the remaining cards at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. When this card is KO'd or removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, choose up to 1 multicolor extra card in your drop area and add it to your hand. So, he's going to basically get you 2 multicolor cards back to your hand. 1 from the top of your deck and 1 from the drop, if they KO him. Then we have Krillin Battle Mastery. He's a 1-cost, 5,000 power. His auto says, when you play this card, look at up to 7 cards from the top of your deck. Choose up to 1 We Are Universe 7, Tournament of Power Arena, or red-blue multicolor extra card, add it to your hand, and then shuffle your deck. That's a pretty good way to start your turn by playing that guy. Now, getting the option to get We Are Universe 7 or the Tournament of Power Arena on top of the extra cards gives you a lot of flexibility with what you can do, what you want to pick depending on where you're at in the game. Like, it opens up a lot of options for strategy. Then we have Piccolo Namekian Lineage. He's a 3-cost, 15,000 with blocker. His permanent says if you have 4 or more extra cards in your drop area, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 2, so it become a 1-cost. And his auto says, when this card is KO'd, choose up to 1 red-blue multicolor extra card in your drop area and add it to your hand. So, a 1-cost, a blocker that, I mean, now it's a lot easier to control when your battle card is KO'd, since he's a blocker, and you can pretty much just sacrifice him to any attack coming your way. Not a bad card at all, but I feel like a lot of these cards are just adding your extra cards to your hand. So you're going to really be focused on keeping your battle cards with an Invoker active on the board. Then we have Master Roshi. He's a 1-cost, 10,000 power vanilla beat stick. We have Android 18, Steadfast Technique. She's a 2-cost, 15,000. Her auto says choose one extra card in your hand, place it in your drop area. When you combo with this card, it gets plus 6,000 combo power for the duration of the turn. I understand that, it's putting extra cards in your drop area to be able to fetch them back out later. But 11,000 combo power I don't see as being, really that justified. And I'm really disappointed that once again they gave us a shitty Android 18 card that's Tournament of Power, that's Universe 7, and 17's getting these really good cards, and Android 18's just getting pushed to the side. Then we have Majin Buu, Innocent Trickster. We finally got a new Majin Buu card. He's a 2-cost, 15k. His auto says if your leader card is blue and you place this card in your owner's drop area, when your opponent's card attacks, negate the attack. His other auto says if you have red energy, when this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, draw 2 cards. So you're getting to draw 2 cards when he leaves by an opponent's skill, so not by his own skill. Now, the first auto, getting to negate your attack, is kind of dope, but I believe he would have to be on the board to be able to activate that auto, right? It doesn't say place this card from your hand in the drop area, so you'd have to play him for 2, and to me, that's just kind of, like, it's just not great. Your opponent can either leave him there, and you got a free attack negate, or they can get rid of him, and you're going to draw 2 cards. Neither option is really desirable, but I feel like there's better cards you could play with 2 blue energy than this guy. Then we have Whis, Tournament Spectator. He's a 1-cost, 5,000 power. When you play this card, choose up to 1 Tournament of Power arena from your deck, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Kind of sad that it doesn't let you put it into play. I feel like that would be a much better card, because otherwise, if it's going to add it to your hand, sure, you can just search your deck, but you could also play the 1-drop Krillin, and that lets you look at, is it top 5 or top 7, and you can add Tournament of Power Arena to your hand along with other options. So once again, it seems like Whis got shafted once again. Maybe one day we'll get a good Whis boss card, a good Whis leader, but for right now, he's still just mediocre and a good comedy relief character. Then we have Kale, Universe 6 Protector. She's a 2-cost, 15,000. Auto says when you play this card, choose up to 1 Caulifla or Kaba card in your battle area with energy cost 2 or less and return it to its owner's hand. Activate Battle says once per turn for 1 energy, this card gets plus 5,000 power and critical for the duration of the turn. So, 20,000 and crit. That's not bad, but her other auto does not seem that great on its own, and I don't know. I personally don't see this card seeing too much play, even in a Universe 6 deck, but maybe I just haven't played a Universe 6 deck enough to. Then we have Ultra Instinct Son Goku, Energy Explosion. He's a 6-cost, 35,000 red-blue battle card with Invoker. His auto says choose 3 of your energy and place them in their owner's drop area. When you play this card from your hand, choose up to 3 cards in your drop area, negate their energy exhaust, and play them in your energy. So, wait. He's a 6-cost. He's going to come out. You're going to basically get 3 energy in active mode. So you're playing him for 3 energy on turn 6. His auto says once per turn, when one of your cards deals damage to your opponent, deal 1 additional damage to your opponent. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. So, you're telling me at 6 energy, I play this guy. I get back 3 energy. So I have 3 open energy. He has Invoker. That's a Goku in your battle area. So now I could play that. I could play the red-blue extra card that deals 1 damage. And because of his auto, you would deal an additional damage. That's disgusting. So you could do that. You go attack with this guy. Bam. Deal damage. Oh. Also deal more damage. Oh, also, I have 3 energy. Deal more damage. That's actually disgusting. Or you could use... You could do even worse things with this. And I don't even want to get into how stupid I think this card is. On top of the fact that it gives you extra energy. He's a Universe 7 Goku. I'm sure people will find a way to use this with the Victory Strike Goku. I don't want to see it, but I'm sure people will because, really, I mean, we can't just play with new cards. I can't have fun with my old Cell or my old androids, but people can continuously make the game not fun with the same stupid ass Goku card. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta Inspired Technique. He's a 3-cost 19,000 with Barrier and Deflect. You're not touching him at all outside of reducing his power. And he has the Invoker ability. So he's just a 3-cost 19k with Invoker, and you basically can't touch him outside of reducing his power. So he is going to be a very easy card to keep around for Invoker. However, the new Cooler and Frieza support has several cards that say ignore barrier. So I don't know. Is this Vegeta really going to be worth playing, or are there going to be better options that you can play instead of him? There might actually be. I'm trying to process everything all at once that we've already gone over and already seen, and while looking at these cards in the same light. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the remainder of the reveals for Red and Blue in Set 9. Honestly, Red and Blue look fantastic and gives me so much hope for seeing what Green and Yellow can accomplish with the new Android and the new Cell support. Frieza is looking powerful as ever. Cooler is looking more and more fantastic. We got Meta Cooler support that just looks dope as well. And honestly, even the Universe 7 stuff looks really great. So it's gonna be interesting to see which deck comes out on top. I'm really hoping Cell and Androids will be just as good, if not better, than the support we've seen so far. One thing I did notice though is we have not seen we did not get to see the Red and Blue reboot leaders. I'm guessing they're gonna keep those since they're campaign rares. They're gonna keep them and reveal them alongside the other 3. So really looking forward to seeing what the Beerus and Hit do finally after all this time. But we'll just have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited for and how you think any of this new support in Red and Blue will affect the meta. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the Cooler and the Android 17 leader the most, but there's a lot of cool support for Frieza Clan stuff as well as the Universe 7 stuff. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get the frig out of here, and we'll see you guys in the next video.